Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Fatali Fianggreni from Accounting 3F, Accounting Studi Program, Accounting Department. In this opportunity, I will present my final project of proposal entitled Accounting for Fixed Asset based on PSAK number 16 at CVX. This presentation will be divided into three main discussions. The first is introduction, the second is literature review, the third is research methodology. The first is introduction. There are four components from introduction. The first is background, the second is formulation of the problem, the third is research objective, and the last is research benefit. The first is background. Fixed assets are one of the important components in company's financial statement. This Statement of Financial Accounting Standard, or PSAK number 16, regulates fixed assets, which include the recognition, measurement, presentation, and disclosure of fixed assets in financial statement. This PSAK aims to provide clear guidelines for companies in managing and reporting fixed assets in a transparent and accountable manner. However, despite the existence of clear regulation, some companies may not fully apply the existing provision, which can lead to distortion in the financial statement. Therefore, this research aims to analyze the application of PSAK number 16 at CVX. The next is formulation of the problems. The first is, how is the accounting treatment for fixed asset in CVX in 2023? Number 2 is, has the accounting treatment of fixed asset in CVX 2023 been in accordance with the applicable accounting standard PSAK number 16? Research objective. Number 1 is to understand the accounting treatment of fixed asset at CVX for the year 2023. Number 2, to conduct an analysis of the conformity of the accounting treatment of fixed asset at CVX 2023 based on the applicable accounting standard PSAK number 16. Research benefit. Number 1, it can add literary information for students regarding the treatment of fixed asset based on PSAK number 16. Number 2, is expected to be used as a reference in preparing future final projects, especially on the treatment of fixed asset based on PSAK number 16. Next, literature review. There are 6 components from literature review. Number 1 is definition of fixed asset. Number 2 is classification of fixed asset. Number 3 is acquisition of fixed asset. Number 4 is recognition of fixed asset. Number 5 is depreciation of fixed asset. And the last is disposal of fixed asset. Number 1 is definition of fixed asset. According to the Statement of Financial Accounting Standard, or PSAK number 16, fixed assets are tangible assets held for use in the production of supply of goods or service, for rental to others, or administrative purpose, and are expected to be used for more than one period. Number 2 Classification of fixed asset. There are three classifications of fixed asset. Number one is fixed assets that are generally unlimited. Number two, fixed assets that are generally limited and can be replaced. And the last, fixed assets that are generally limited and can be replaced. Next, number three is acquisition of fixed asset. There are five acquisition of fixed asset. Number one is cash purchase. Number two is combined purchase. Number three is exchange with securities or other fixed asset. Number three is installment purchase, and the last acquired from gift or donation. Next, number four is recognition of fixed asset. Fixed assets are recognition using the acquisition cost as the basis. The acquisition costs include all expenses incurred to acquire the asset until the asset is ready to use. Next, number 5 is depreciation of fixed asset. There are three methods of depreciation fixed asset. Number 1 is straight line method. Number 2 is diminishing balance method. And number 3 is sum of the unit method. Next, number 6 is disposal of fixed asset. According to PS Akana number 16, the carrying amount of fixed asset is derecognized if A. At the time of disposal, B. When there are no longer any expected future economic benefit from its use or disposal. Next, research methodology. There are three components from research methodology. Number 1 is definition of methodology. Number 2 is data classification. Number 3 is data collection techniques. Number 1 is methodology. According to Sugiono, the research method is a scientific way to obtain data with specific objective and use. Next, data classification. Types to data based on their nature. The types of data based on their nature are grouped into two, namely quantitative and qualitative data. Quantitative data is data in form of number, and qualitative data refers to data in form of word, sentence, and narrative. And next, types data based on its source. Data based on its source is divided into two types, namely primary data and secondary data. Primary data is obtained directly from the file. Secondary data is documentary data. Documentary data can be reverse research conducted either in the research or other. Next, data collection technique. There are two techniques. One, interview, and the second is documentation. An interview is a verbal question and answer session between two or more people, either directly or talk, a conversation with a specific purpose. And documentation, the data collection technique with documentation is the process of obtaining data through document. That's all. the presentation can I deliver. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.